What is up, Buttercup? Well, a couple of days ago I smoked a pork roast and we had quite a bit of it left since there's only three of us around here and you smoke a 8 or 10 pound Boston Bud, it lasts a while. So I thought, hey, it'd be kind of cool to make some pulled pork enchiladas and maybe make a Salsa Verde to go on top of it. So we're going to start with our Salsa Verde, and that is simply going to be made with some tomatillos and a poblano pepper and some onions, and I'll chunk some cilantro in at the end. We're going to take the husk off these tomatillos and boil them in the onions and the poblano until they're soft, and then put them in the blender and go from there. You may have seen these in the grocery store, and some of you may know what they are and some may not. They're not part of the tomato family. They're actually, I think, part of the gooseberry family. And they come with this little husk on them. And you take this off, and typically they've got kind of a little waxy film on them when you pull this off, and you can rinse that off and it'll be just fine. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take these outer husk off of these. We're going to boil those. I'm going to cut my poblano up, seed it, cut up my onion into some manageable slices. I'm going to boil all this until the tomatillos get soft, and then we will go from there on making our salsa verde. And when we get our salsa verde made, we'll come back and I'll take the pulled pork and we'll pull some of that and get our corn tortillas out, make up some enchiladas, and go from there. So I'm going to do this and be back in just a few minutes, so stay with me. Okay, our tomatillos and our poblano pepper and our onions have been cooking for 30 minutes or so, and they're softened up pretty good, I think, to the point that we can go ahead and put them in our blender. I put, there's probably a half a cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup loosely chopped of cilantro in there that I kind of pinched up. I'm going to dump this stuff in to our blender. Then we'll blend this up and we'll do a little taste test and see if we need to add anything to it. The thing I didn't put in here was garlic, so I may add some garlic powder or salt. We'll kind of see where we stand here in just a second. I did salt this water as I was boiling this stuff, so it has that going for it. Get the majority of our goodies out of here. I think we pretty much have. So let's see what we got here. It's a little warm. About the right consistency. Let's see what it tastes like here. Yeah, we're going to put a little bit of garlic salt in and kind of brighten it up a little bit. So I'm going to do that, and we'll be back in a minute, and we'll start building our enchiladas and getting them in the casserole dish and getting them ready to pop in the oven. So be back in a minute. Okay, we added a little bit of garlic salt to our tomatillo sauce or salsa verde. Also added probably about the equivalent to a half of a lime and lime juice. Probably on the garlic salt, probably a 1/4 teaspoon. And it kind of brightened it up and helped it out a little bit. Now we're starting on our enchiladas, and we're going to just, I heated this pork roast up, added a little bit of cumin, a little bit of garlic salt to it, just a touch, maybe a half a teaspoon of each one. And we kind of fried these tortilla shells a little bit to kind of soften them up a little bit to make them a little bit more pliable and a little bit easier to manage when you're rolling up your enchiladas. If you try to use them just straight out of the package, they're more apt to break on you. I've tried heating them up in the microwave. They just don't stay hot long enough. So this is the easiest way to do it. I'm gonna roll up these, and when we get through, we'll be back and we'll put some, I bought some Velveeta Queso Blanco cheese, and we're gonna use that to lay on top and pop these things in the oven here in a few minutes and melt that cheese down, and then come back and drizzle it with some of this Salsa Verde. So we'll be back in a minute. So I asked my wife if she wanted some pulled pork enchiladas, and she said maybe just a little. So I got out some small tortilla shells for her, and I'll make her just a little enchilada. Yeah, that was funny. I don't care who you are.
Well.
So we'll finish rolling these out. Uh-oh, got one trying to escape over here. That dude back out and get the seam on the bottom. We'll be back in a minute. So we're going to pop these in a 350-degree oven and just kind of cook them. So we let this cook for a bit and kind of melt down some of this cheese. I'm going to drizzle some of this tomatillo sauce, Salsa Verde, on top, and kind of we may stick it back in the oven for a few minutes. Kind of even that up a little bit. Stick this back in the oven for about 5 minutes and see if it'll continue to melt that cheese a little more. Set my timer. And I'll see you back in 5 minutes. We got our enchiladas out of the oven. We got them plated up. And we're going to give these dudes a try here and see how they taste. I hope they taste as good as they smell, because they smell phenomenal. So, probably good and hot. Oh yeah. Pass a bite back to the
That's
queen.
a big bite. Okay. Just give me a little. That's really good.
They're good. Hey, thanks for stopping by Just Cooking with the Guys. I appreciate you stopping and checking out our videos. If you're not a subscriber, I would ask you to please do so. Leave comments on my videos so I know you're watching and what you think, yay or nay. If you like them, if you don't like them, say, hey, you know, why don't you try doing it this way? I'd appreciate it. And always, if you'll hit that notification bell, you'll get notified each time we do a new video. So, hey, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you